Hi, my name is Andrew Derrickett. I'm an owner of Chinel Cook. I want to share with you about the time we're living in, which is the time of the Lord of the Second Advent. We had a reamer just a little while ago about Nehemiah, Nehemiah chapter 4, written about 430 years BC, coming back from Babylon and rebuilding the city walls. They had a lot of opposition, and I remember they were holding tools for rebuilding the wall in one hand and weapons in the other, and then all the people were actually inside the city walls and rebuilding this. They rebuilt it in a very short period of time. And then my wife had another reamer that straight after that is Luke 23, and this is where Jesus is walking with the cross, and they find Simon of Cyrene to carry his cross. And there were a lot of people, women especially, weeping behind. And then Jesus turned to them and said, "Don't weep for me, weep for yourselves, weep for your children, because the things which are going to come to pass because of what is happening now are going to be very, very terrible." We can see also the history of the chosen people since the former chosen people, from the time of Jesus until today, have been very, very terrible. So these two things, like one is rebuilding the city wall, and the other is, this whole lot is going to be destroyed because of what is happening now. And Jesus said, you don't know the time of your limit, you don't know the time of your visitation. And he said on the cross also, forgive them, for they don't know what they're doing. So what I wanted to share from this is, we don't realize, we don't really think about what a humongous mistake it was, all this incredible preparation that was made for the Messiah coming. God painstakingly made this preparation for the Messiah coming, and we can read in the Bible in Genesis, from the time of Abraham was the genesis of the nation of Israel. The nation of Israel was a chosen nation, chosen as a people prepared to receive the Lord on behalf of all mankind. Okay, so the fact that they did not recognize the Lord is an amazing thing, a huge thing, and we need to take that seriously. This is not a normal thing. The chosen people failed to recognize the Messiah of his coming, and they still, as a nation, do not recognize the Lord that is coming. We need to take Jesus' words seriously. Jesus gave a warning to Peter: before the cock crows, you will deny me 3 times. This was after Peter had made the protestation that he would be prepared to die together with Jesus. And then Jesus gave this warning to him: before the cock crows, you will deny me 3 times. And then it happened, but actually, the thing is, Peter basically brushed this aside and said, that will never happen. That's not me. I will never do this. He didn't stop to think about the seriousness of what Jesus was saying and to take it seriously and pray about this. If he had have done, then he would have realized the serving girl coming to him was a manifestation of Jesus' warning, and he would have, repelled this uh, temptation to deny Jesus. So Jesus also gave very clear warnings to Christians in the last days, that the Lord will first suffer, that the Lord will not be accepted, that the Lord will come suddenly like a snare, like a thief. Jesus gave these warnings. So, are we going to be like Peter? We have to learn the lesson from Peter to take Jesus' words seriously. So I'm saying to my fellow brothers and sisters in Christ, we should take these warnings from Jesus seriously. Jesus is incredibly wise. He was able to answer unanswerable questions when they asked him what they should do with the person caught in adultery. Should we stone or not? Jesus actually could not answer this question in a normal kind of way. And also the question, should we pay taxes? You cannot answer this question in a normal kind of way. Jesus found an incredible way to answer this question. Jesus is incredibly wise. Jesus is one with God. Jesus is one with God. Jesus has incredible wisdom. So when Jesus gives a warning to the Christians in the time of the Second Advent, we should take this seriously. We are living in the time of the Second Advent. I am saying, if you notice, I got this symbol. This is from Lord of Second Advent. Reverend Sam Young Moon, that the Lord has already come. This is intimated in Revelations 1 verse 10, when he had to turn behind him to see one who looked like the Son of Man. And also in Revelation 3:14, he will come with a new name. This is also indicative that it is not Jesus who is coming, it is someone with a new name. And also, as I explained a couple of days ago, that the fall of man was a sexual sin, which means we have the wrong lineage. So the Messiah is coming with a particular purpose, to replant the seed of God, to replant the seed of God. This is the purpose of the Messiah coming a second time. It is not to come on the clouds with a trumpet call and make judgment. It is to plant the seed of God. It is to do with lineage, lineage. And also Reverend Moon talked about Adam and Eve, or Jack and Jill, if you will. You know, they are false parents, false parents. We came from false parents because of the fall. And actually what we need are true parents, true parents. This is a whole new concept of what it means to be the Messiah. The Messiah comes as true parents to replace and supplant the false parents and graft all mankind into the true lineage of God. Now I'm going to stop here. Please consider what I'm saying. Please engage with me. If you have any questions, I will take seriously your questions, whatever they are, and endeavor to reply to them. Thank you very much for listening. Okay, bye.